Missed it. Hi, I'm Dave Crane. Welcome to Dave Crane Daily. I'm Dave Crane and I do it daily, hence the name. Kind of makes sense. Look, I have to say I have a mosquito in this office and it's different from flies. Now, you can argue as much as you want, Dave, flies aren't hurting anybody. They are if they're headbutting your face. But I can live with that. Most of the time, you just go like that and swat it. But the thing about having a mosquito, mosquitoes don't do that. They're like ninjas of blood sucking, a bit like accountants. No, joking. If you're an accountant, I'm joking. Kind of. But well, what they do is they sit on you and they go, in fact, they don't even do that. They sit there with a knife and fork just chopping in and eating bits of you and saying, this is delicious. If only my friends were here. Maybe I'll take a chunk back in a doggy bag, in a mosquito doggy bag. And then what they do is after they've had a good old meal, then they inject into you some numbing stuff. That means you don't feel it until the mosquito's gone. So it can make a getaway and go, oh, Uber, thank you. Bye, Dave. Delicious. I'll be back again. And you won't know I've done it. And they don't, they go. And so you go, ow, I'm itchy. And you look, there's a big lump. But sometimes they can't get out of the room. That means that you got a mosquito in the room. But they hide because they know you're after them. And so somewhere in this room, there is a mosquito. And the thing is, if you catch it and you go, and you catch it and you get, like that, you can go like that and lick it, but it would be a gross thing to do, so don't ever do that. Even if you feel that you're recycling your own blood, you're doing it with mosquito bits, which is not good. So if you see me just suddenly stop what I'm doing and smack a mosquito, please don't complain that I'm doing bad things to the environment and climate control and change. I'm killing mosquito and getting my blood back. That's all. Just stopping it. That's it. Time out. Whew. Today I'm going to teach you how to pitch your business, how to use speaking to pitch your business, and it will change your life, and it's amazing. So grab your coffee, Dave Crane Daily, and cheers. And we're back. Good to see you, Dave Crane here. And have you got your coffee lined up? I've got my Marvel mug today. Look at that. Nice, isn't it? This goes to prove that Marvel mugs are good some days. So what I wanted to talk to you is about the importance of being able to speak to be able to pitch your business. Now, you might be an entrepreneur, you might be a startup, you might have a side hustle, you might have just decided it's time for you to do something special with your life and really start your own thing going. Doesn't matter. Your ability to grow in your career means you've got to be able to speak about what you do. And that doesn't mean that you have to have your own business, but it's really advantageous if you can do. It might mean that literally you're just trying to get up the career ladder and be noticed at boardroom meetings or in brainstorming sessions, or just when everyone's sitting down together and everyone's saying things, you're thinking, I've got some really good ideas, but I don't want to say anything in case I look stupid. Now, there's a surefire way of being able to get everybody in the room to go, that person is a genius. I want to hear more. And it works really well, whether you're scared of speaking or whether you're really proficient at speaking. I'm going to share with you how you can get access to that and more in today's show. So meanwhile, make sure that you got your coffee. We've already done that, but make sure there's no mosquitoes. I mentioned that as well. And also tell me where you're from and what you're up to. I'd love to know, because that's my favorite bit when people say, hi Dave, I'm in Morocco. Did you send Moroccan mosquitoes? No? Or I'm in Spain, or I'm in Australia. You've got flies. Mosquitoes? Probably. America, wherever you are, I'd love to know. Just send me details and I'll say hi to you as well, because I always want to know about that. Okay, so a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all is the fact that if you really want to grow your business and you're looking to be more effective, we've changed the whole game. It's not just about public speaking. Public speaking is great. I'm going to show you a clip of me doing public speaking in a few moments' time. But it's really about your ability to drive the conversations that go inside your head to the ones that you have reaching your audience. And that makes a huge difference. And I don't think there's ever been a more important time to have a stutter. Because the important thing is if it goes on in your head, you can share it with people. Why is that important? People are resigning from their job. They don't want to work under the same boss. And if you're a boss, then you're already working on how to make that more effective. Some people will be remote, and some people will just embrace the gig economy. And they want to work with different organizations, different teams all around the world. And in many other cases, they're just going to do it like this. Or they may say, okay, I'm going to work from a coffee shop. And say, right, I'm in a coffee shop now. I'm going to do the same thing. Cheers. So I'll be in a coffee shop and I'll be on their laptop. This is me on a laptop. This is not me playing piano. And this is not me being a Dave-headed spider. There's a horrible thought. But they can literally be doing stuff wherever they are in the world, which makes it fascinating. But you need to be able to talk and communicate. Because as the world goes flat with that, you need to be able to pitch very quickly who you are and what you do. So, for instance, if somebody says to me, Dave, who are you and what do you do? I'm going to say, right, show me a little bit about what you're up to. I can turn around very quickly and say, okay, let's have a look at this. So within 3 seconds of going, oh, that's interesting. Can you slow it down? I'll go, no, because I'm not sure where that button is to press to slow it down. But I've got other ways of instantly creating that relationship with people. And so consequently, with that, I talk to people all around the world, and I'm coaching people and mentoring people all around the world with my Industry Icon program. Why is it so important? Because whatever you do for a living, you need to be able to talk about it. And if you can talk about it, you can pitch it. Now, when it comes to the actual talking to people, like public speaking, in many cases, people say, oh, what if they don't like me? What if they judge me? What if I say something wrong? What if the microphone doesn't work? And all that other stuff. And there's valid reasons for being worried about that, but more so about the fact that if you understand what audiences are thinking, it doesn't matter whether you're online or offline, or even just on a stage or in person or in a meeting, you can communicate effectively with people because they're after what's in it for them, not what's basically the bottom line of what you're saying. Does that make sense so far? So if it's going on in your head and you can say it out there, you can reach any audience anywhere and virtually as well. So I'm going to show you an example of that in a moment, and I'm also going to tell you about my new program, which is going to allow you to be able to learn to speak on stage and be very effective. In fact, the first thing is how to pitch your business in 7 seconds. If you're interested in that, I will show that to you right now. So if you go to speakonstage.com and you go /pitch your business, you will find this page. And it looks a bit like this without me in it. And you can see that's me, in case you didn't know, that's me. So if you imagine his mouth moving, that would be me. So how to pitch your business and all the stuff that goes in here and testimonials from some amazing people that I've worked with over the years. Look at that, look at that. Ooh, in fact, if I go like this, I can pick my own nose. With that claw, I better move to one side, otherwise that kind of hijacks the conversation. So and some brilliant testimonial people that I've worked with. So what is this all about, Dave? Well, very simply, if you can pitch your business, then you can talk to anybody and then you can turn it into cash. And I think that speaking is an underrated art because most people can't do it, so they pretend it doesn't exist. But we have to do it more now than we've ever done before. So what's it look like when you're actually speaking on stage? Let's take a look into the video vault. I'll show you a gig I did with Boston Scientific. And when you see it, you'll go, wow. That would be cool. Imagine doing this and knowing how to do this and talking about your business to a lot of people who say, I love that. Where can we sign? And how do we start? That's up next on Dave Crane Daily. Cryptocurrency and the blockchain is going to dominate, like it or not. Citibank say that 50% of banks will not exist in 5 to 10 years. Hooray! Says everybody. Because who's getting all the money now? Tech, apps, the guys in Silicon Valley with the long hair and the beard. But no. If you want to be safe, if you want to be comfortable age between 21 and 35, are leaving all the big companies, including NASA, because they just get a bit bored and want something different. What percentage of people are interested? Your ability to speak and sell is paramount. Everybody in this room has this ability anyway. You use it. But everybody else outside is going to have to learn to do this too. I want to ask you a question. What defines you? I'm not going to play that right now. I'm going to save it for you. But the important thing was you see what it's like to work on stage. Now, why does that fit in? And I know that we're heading towards our 10-minute barrier, but I want to share with you very quickly how it all fits into your personal brand, because then you'll understand more about why it's significant and important to have it. Let's go and have a look at Entrepreneur Magazine, and you can see this in my Flipboard, and 5 powerful ways to build your personal brand. I'll go through these relatively quickly. You can find them on my Speak on Stage area. If you go to Flipboard, then you can see Dave Crane on Flipboard, and you got this. I want to share this one with you in particular. First of all, to build your personal brand, you build incredible, engaging content. Then you can write a book. Now, the book's important because that tells everybody about who you are, what you do, and what they can do in their own time to be able to make it important. Then you speak. You speak because that ability to speak means that you can talk about your book, you can sell your book, your content goes out anyway on social media and so on, and the 3 of them are related because it's like that triangle. Then you add to it the ability to also educate yourself, because the game changes. When we went into lockdown, I had to learn to do stuff online, and that's why I'm able to do shows like this as opposed to just speaking really well in front of an audience of different sizes. And the 5th thing I would share with you is this: narrow your niche, pull super focus on who you are and what you do. Once you've got that, it's super powerful. And when you do it as well, then you can look at this, which is your hedgehog concept: what you're brilliant at, what you're passionate about, and what drives your economic engine. Ultimately, when you get all those 3 together, you've got a win, and that's how you're making money. And that's why it's so important to be able to speak effectively and make such a big difference in what you do. So as I said, once again, to be really effective with this, go to speakonstage.com. I'll just go to a little mini me here in the corner. There we go. And how to speak, to pitch your business. Speakonstage.com/pitch your business, and you can see this. And the actual course here is available for you right now, and it's only $19. And there's a load of incredible goodies in there as well, worth over $1,000 to go with it, just to get you speaking, to be able to grow your brand and grow your business. Not bad, eh? Don't you think? Not bad? Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Pretty cool. So as always, that's my time up. Don't spend too long with you, just enough to enjoy your coffee, get your brain thinking, and hopefully stimulate you to have an amazing day. Cheers, by the way. That's good coffee. I hope yours is just as good. And if you don't drink coffee, I hope your water's really nice. And if you've got something stronger, it's very early, or it might be very late. Do what you want. You're grown up. Do what you want. Okay, I'll be back same time tomorrow. Catch up with more stuff about pitching your business and being able to grow your own personal development, your own brand, your own relationship with the outside world, and hopefully your bank account at the same time. It's all about the money. And look, I should have that on my chest like Superman. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Do you think I'd make more friends if I was? I wouldn't. Okay, well, let's just leave it there. It's Speak on Stage, Dave Crane Daily. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.